What's up? Vanessa, what's up? Queen, what's up? How y'all doing? What's going on? Y'all doing all right? That's awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. Very awesome to hear. Give the people a little time to wake on up, man. We can get this breakfast started and get this conversation started, man. Let's go. Let's go. I've been doing pretty good. Been super busy, but we always find time to make it back on here. But been doing pretty good. Just going and growing. How your family? Yeah, that sounds like you would be tired. I understand that. But keep going and take rest when you need it. You know what I mean? All right, let me put a poll question up here. Let's see what we're talking about today. I'm gonna let y'all pick. Let's see what we're talking about today. So, what's the topic? Let's see. What's the topic? What's the topic? All right, we got sports. We got relationships. We have relationship. We got work culture. And last but not least, we got spirituality. You guys pick. We're going to use the first 10 minutes. We're going to use the first 10 minutes to pick a topic. And then we're going to rock from there, y'all. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Top of the morning. Let me get this thing out of the middle of my face. But you guys help me with that poll question. That way we could rock out, baby. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Help me out. Let me know where you're from, man. That way I can give you a shout out on the Breakfast Club this morning, man. We're going to make a simple breakfast wrap. Super simple this morning. Super simple. You from the Netherlands, Vanessa? Shout out to the Netherlands. Shout out to the Netherlands. I never knew you were from the Netherlands. But shout out to the Netherlands, though. Shout out to North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Do you do that, Queen? Do you take your shirt off, spin it around your head like a helicopter? Do you do that, Queen? Greetings from Thailand. Joe Hyde. Shout out to Thailand, man. I'm from Florida. From the bottom. I'm from Florida in America. It's a state in America, Florida. Right. You don't do that? Man, look. You're going to have to put that on a YouTube short. North Carolina, come on and raise up, man. We got to see it. I thought everybody in Carolina do that. I got a homie that lives in Fayetteville. He don't do it, but I got to tell him he got to do it. Netherlands to Florida is like 30 hours. Oh, my goodness, Nessa. Thank God for the internet, right? We gotta have you do that, Queen. You know what I'm saying? You know? Pan getting hot. All right, I gotta heat up this ground turkey while this eggs is going. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. I don't even know anything about raising up. Oh my goodness. You're originally from Michigan. I had a client from Michigan, from Detroit. Yeah. Hey, get some rest in, Vanessa. I'll see you next time. Vanessa, get some rest. Appreciate you stopping in anyways. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had a client. Matter of fact, the client was like 90. When I started working with her, she was 96 years old from Detroit. Always wanted to get better, man. That's what I love about that lady. Always. Mr. White, what's up? Minnick, I don't even know you to be singing happy birthday, brother. You know, I hope you have an amazing day, but I don't know you to be saying happy birthday. That's hilarious, bro. All right, we're gonna do 3 eggs right here. Mr. White, what's up, man? How you doing today? Yeah, Queen, 96. Tough lady, man. I worked with her all the way until she passed on, but she taught me something very valuable about literally continuing to get better. Like all the way to the end, she tried, you know what I mean? Which was amazing for me. Amazing for me to learn at a young age that, and she trusted me to help her, you know? She trusted me to help her. But nonetheless, amazing experience. Yeah, sing. Yeah, yeah. They Queen, they be just coming in like, yo, can you sing a song? I'm like, maybe if I like you came around a lot, you know? I don't even know you, brother. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, her name was Miss Emma from Detroit. She had a husband in the military, so they were in Arkansas, but from Detroit. Mr. White said, I don't know, you tell me. Not much, man. Just cooling on the Breakfast Club, man. Waiting on a little topic for the day. I'm trying to see. Let's see. So sports is 50%. Okay, sports is leading the way. Sports is leading the way. All right, let me move these eggs out of here. Go ahead and heat up some of this ground turkey. Good thing I made it already, so I ain't got to go through all that. That's so awesome. I'm sure it was a very amazing experience. It will stick with you for the rest of your life. Keep going to the end. Yes, yes. It was amazing, man. It really made me realize, like, no matter where you are in life, if you commit yourself to growth, whether that be, this is another thing about growth. Sometimes growth has to do with being able to accept help. Like some people don't realize, like, hey, the best players in the world have help. You know what I'm saying? The best players in the world. LeBron James has a trainer. Uh, Messi has a trainer. Like all the great players have trainers. I'm not saying everyone needs a trainer. What I am saying is the acceptance of help, being able to humble yourself and say, you know what, I may be able to use some help. You know what I'm saying? I may be able to use some help. My bad, my bad. But yeah, being able to accept help and that sort of thing is very, very important because you may not know it all. You may not, you know what I mean? You may be at a place where, hey, you need assistance. That's okay. That's okay if you need assistance. Grow by any means necessary. All right, so we're gonna take this part off, get the wrap down. I gotta make sure I lower the temperature when I'm doing the actual wrap because yo, if you do it too heavy, too high, your wrap will come out nice and stiff. And that ain't what we want, y'all. That ain't what we want. Miss White, what's going on? How you feeling? All right, let's see what's leading the way. Let's see. It's sports. Everybody want to talk about sports. Okay. We may be talking about sports today, y'all. That may be the move. That may be the move today. Yeah, so being vulnerable enough to say you need help, I think that's powerful, man. Like I've been into fitness for a long time. If it's something I don't understand, I ask questions, man. Every human, uh, every human is vulnerable to the fact that we don't know everything. So it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to learn and grow. It's not weak because you ask questions. It's weak when you don't ask them. Hello. Yes, get you over your plateau. That's right. That's right. You can't know everything. It's impossible. I don't care how confident the person is. I don't care, how long they've been in the profession. They may be an expert, but you can always learn from somebody that has something to offer. You know what I mean? You can always learn. All right. So I always have too much inside for the wrap, but that's all right. We're gonna make it beautiful. We get a plate over here. But yeah, she just taught me that. She taught me that as long as you stay open, you can always grow. Oh snap. Man, heating up fast. Jeez Louise. Heating up super fast. Okay. This wrap didn't take no time at all though. All right, but it looked like sports is leading the way. To all my sport gurus, man, what we talking about today concerning sports, man? Listen, I watch NFL, I watch NBA. A lot going on in sports, man. As you know, I'm an Eagles fan. Eagles took the L over this week. I knew it was bound to happen. You can't win them all, right? But I tell you what, they didn't have to lose, but they were working on. It's almost like they were working on losing for a couple of weeks now. You know what I'm saying? They were working on it, and what I mean by working on it is you could see them letting. You could see them. You could see them letting up on games, like when they should be finishing strong and knocking teams out the park. You could see them playing around with their food. Anytime you play with your food, you might lose. Hello. Anytime you play with your food, you might lose. You know what I mean? So The loss was warranted, and I feel like the loss woke them up. You know what I mean? So we got the turkey taco. All right. I used these wraps right here, Extreme Wellness wraps. They high fiber, 60 calories, 16 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fiber. All right, that's what I used. I want to make a smoothie to go with this. And when I make this smoothie to go with it, I'm gonna be set, man. So let's get this smoothie popping, bro. So we got the blender cup. Let me give it a rinse. All right, let's get these fruits. I'm actually wondering if I should make my other smoothie this morning. Let me think. Do I want a creamy protein smoothie? Let me add up the protein first. Jill, what's up, Jill? So we got 3 eggs. That's about 18 to 21 grams of protein. Ground turkey, about I would say a quarter of a cup. So we're probably looking at about 27 grams, 28 grams total. Morning, how you feeling, Jill? So I think I could use a little more protein in this breakfast, okay? So let's do that. I'm going to swap out this for a half a frozen banana and some frozen blueberries. We're gonna make my signature protein smoothie. I'm great. I'm glad to hear it. Where you from, Jill? All right, so we're gonna go half a banana. Shout out to Missouri, man. We're from Florida over here. Shout out to Missouri. Are you a St. Louis? Were you a St. Louis Ram fan? We got the frozen blueberries. Make sure you guys can see it. All right, so we got the frozen blueberry, frozen banana. And I actually, oh, you're a Steelers fan. Shout out to the Steelers, man. I'm an Eagles fan, obviously, right? Josh, what's up, Josh? All right, so that's what we got, right? We're gonna get some almond milk. This is the OG smoothie of smoothies. We're gonna go almond milk. I go about that high on the almond milk. But you're gonna need it again because after you add the contents, you're gonna have to add a little bit more milk on top. All right, so let's get a little creatine, a little collagen for the smoothie. You love great smoothies? This is a good one to try. Frozen blueberries, frozen banana, half a frozen banana, and some almond milk. We love smoothies over here too. Josh, man, I'm doing great, man. How are you, bro? All right. So we're going to do some organic peanut butter. Just 1 tablespoon. You don't need a lot because if it gets too thick, then it won't blend properly. Also, peanut butter is packed with calories, so you don't want to go crazy on the peanut butter. Let's see. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 180 calories. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's do that there. So you got the peanut butter. All right. Let's go 1 tablespoon of collagen, or a teaspoon maybe. Whatever this measures out to be. right? And then we'll just go 2.5 grams. Yeah, Josh, that was like earlier this year. Remember me and you talked about it, Josh? Or you forgot? Just 2.5 grams. So we go, a full scoop is 5 grams. We're just going to go 2.5 grams just because I don't want too much water retention. Yes, it is a very wonderful add-in. It not only is good for the health benefits, Jill, but it also it helps with the creaminess of the smoothie. Major health benefits: skin, nail, hair, joints, etc. But just the taste also helps. Helps when it tastes good, guys. Okay, so we got those in there. Yeah, bro, it's been a long time. You came on here plenty of times after we had that conversation. But it's no big deal. I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Are you good? All right. Let me make sure I tell you all this. 1 scoop of mocha protein. 1,200 killed in Israel. 46 Americans. All right, let's get to some other music here. Boom, let's go there. All right, so let's go 1 scoop of this Vega protein here. So far, this is dairy free, guys, just so you know. Yeah, this protein is nice. Been drinking it for a long time. Right now, it's on sale. Amazon Prime deals. It's like $25 off. I've been drinking that for about, let's see, it's got to be at least 13 years. All right, so we got those ingredients. 1 more ingredient to set it off. A little pure vanilla extract. He says, I'm doing good, bro. I started Taekwondo. That's what's up, bro. Nice, man. After the stream, I'm going to get a lift in too, man. That's awesome. All right, we add a little bit more of the almond milk just so it blends properly. Man, I got some, I'm going to start doing some product reviews, guys, for healthy or healthier alternatives to your everyday snacks. Man, I got these snacks yesterday. I can't wait to review them. They're so good. So good, good ingredients, and calorie friendly for those that care about calories. Thank you, Jill. All right, so we're going to blend this up. It should come up with a nice, pretty blue color. Let's see what happens. Looking good, looking good. You get a straw. All right. Smoothie's looking good. You want to just check it and see everything got blended in. But smoothie's looking good. Let's check it out. 1 more spin. Looks like sports won it. But yeah, as I was saying, man, listen. After the loss on Sunday, I think it was a necessary loss. Like when your team is doing certain things that you know could catch up with them in the playoffs, you hope they lose because of it early so it don't catch up to them. You know what I'm saying? So I accept the loss. I think the loss was healthy. In fact, they had a players only meeting. Team was 4-0, lost 1, and had a players only meeting. They knew the same thing I was thinking. Check the color out. Color looks good. All right. Let me give the straw a rinse. And boom. Let's check it out. Looks delicious. Thank you. I use the same recipe when I make a smoothie bowl. it comes out fantastic. I have to do a review on the granola that I use for the smoothie bowl. I got to do some reviews, yo. But look, this is breakfast. You got the breakfast taco here, ground turkey, eggs, a little vegan cheese. People ask me why do I use vegan cheese? Because milk sometimes gives me mucus a lot, so I try to stay away from it. But let's bring this over here. All right, I think I'm going to get a little bit of, let's see, a little ketchup. Do I need the sauce cup? Probably not. I'm just going to put a little of the ketchup right inside the center and rock out that way. Got to get it all out before I open the new one, you know what I mean? All right, so we'll get these utensils out the way and let's chop it up. Appreciate you, Jill. I'll see you next time, Jill. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. But this is breakfast, you guys. Put a little ketchup in there. It's ready to rock and roll. All right, so we talking about sports, man. 67% says sports, so we rocking with the sports. So yeah, man. Let me end the poll. So shout out your favorite team, man, in the chat. What sports do you watch, and who's your favorite team? I'm gonna say Grace, but you guys drop those in the comments, man. What sports do you like, and who's your favorite team? Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for this day. In Jesus' name, amen. Let's go. So we ready. What's your favorite sport? Who's your favorite team? Nice. Appreciate you, Jill. Have a good one. Thank you. Do the smoothie check. Definitely a nice flavor. So yeah, man, I think the loss was warranted. I think when you in competitive sports, you don't play around with a team that has the capability of putting up points. You put them down when you're supposed to put them down. That way you can walk away victorious. If you don't do that, you give the team life. You make them believe that they can win, and you might lose. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Y'all quiet today, man. Where my sports fans at, man? where you're from, what's your. Let's talk about it, man. So the taco came out very well. I would have liked to get it a little more crispy before it started burning. So next time I'm going to turn the heat down. But nonetheless, flavor's good. Smoothie's good. Life's good. Love is the greatest. Everybody picks sports, but they're not talking sports. I don't know what happened. But I gotta call this client anyway, man. So without further ado, Malik, what's up? Perfect, man. I'm glad you're here, bro. I know you thought I was not going to wear it today because they lost, but Malik, last year when Tampa beat us, last year, not this year, last year when Tampa beat us, we went on to win 10 games straight. When Tampa beat us, we went on to win 10 games straight and a bowl. Moral of the story. Some L's you need. I feel like we needed those L's. We needed that L. Not the Tampa L, this L. You know why? Because you was getting away with a lot of stuff before while you were winning. You were getting away with a lot of stuff on offense, a lot of stuff on defense. Inconsistent on offense. Inconsistent on offense. Leakage in run defense. But we was winning, so nobody was making a big deal about it. So you need some L's in order to say hello. Okay, I can't just get by. You up 17-3 in the fourth quarter, Malik. You take your foot off the gas in the third and fourth quarter. 2 touchdowns, they back in the game. 2 touchdowns, they back in the game. The Saints, or not the Saints, the Broncos coach went for 2-point conversion because if they converted, guess what? You couldn't beat them by a field goal. So guess what? The guy wasn't even thinking like, oh man, they're gonna pressure me by getting a touchdown. They knew you were playing conservative. You gave them life. You beat yourself, man. You got to take that L when you beat yourself. When you beat yourself, you got to take that L, bro. You heard, Malik? So you gave the Broncos life. You got to take the L. You said there's a lot of problems. I think there's only one problem in the locker room, bro. I think there's one problem, but I follow Eagles. There's one problem. I don't know what happened between AJ and Hurts. They were the best of friends before. Something happened between them. But guess what? Yesterday they had a players meeting with Saquon, AJ, and Hurts. Hello. Bro, they said we had locker room problems last year. We took them problems all the way to the bowl. Listen, I don't care about all that. Get to the bowl, man. Everybody got problems. You know what I mean, Malik? That boy lost to the Eagles, and now he's a journalist for the Eagles. Malik, you lost to these boys, and now you are a journalist for the Eagles. No, I do care, but what I'm trying to say is, like, all men have ego problems to a degree. Once they get their ego in check and they realize that whatever it is they're upset about is not that serious, yeah, it does start to show on the field. You're right, but they had a conversation yesterday between Saquon, Hurts, and Brown. You ain't never fall out with your homie before. Malik, you never fell out. You never had a fallout with your homie before. I have. Yeah, the boy lost. Now he the Philadelphia Eagle journalist. I never seen him before in my life. So yeah, Malik, people fall out. But guess what? It's an organization. They have to have the systems in place to bring it back. So guess what? Malik, did you see the report? Since you're reporting on the Eagles, did you see the report of Saquon, Hurts, and Brown's conversation? Did you see that? I want you to report on everything, not just what's going to help you in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got leaders. Oh, you didn't see that report? See, get your reporting up, brother. I'm just messing. Saquon sat down with AJ and Brown. You feel me? Right. Malik, when you're reporting, you got to get all the reports, bro. You can't just have the notifications on for the reports that help the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got to get all the reports. Don't just get the reports that help the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You feel me? Them boys thought they had, you know what I mean? Y'all thought y'all had Philly again. Y'all was talking greasy. Now y'all praying on our downfall. We went ahead and tapped y'all boys up. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all boys trying to come for the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Take says, how long you been working out? About 15 years, brother. How about you, Take? They saying Baker in the race for MVP? He might. But he ain't gonna get it. You know that. When they already say Baker, like they already have an opinion of Baker. Now they pulling back on it, but they ain't gonna never let Baker win MVP. Never. Because they're not going to admit they was wrong about Baker. That's why. Or you just started take. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I like that. You like what? What you said, Josh? TO3? Or you said this? Oh, those smoothies. Oh yeah, I'm Malik. I'm a fair analyst. I'm a wholesome analyst when it comes to sports. So I look at the whole thing. They was wrong. First of all, you can't look at Baker in college and just be like, oh yeah, he's not good. The guy went to the Browns, bro. How many players on offense have had success on the Browns? He left the Browns. He looked pretty good with the Rams. He looked decent with Carolina, and he looks really good with y'all. So they ain't gonna admit they was wrong about him, bro. Bro, in the Super Bowl, they said all you got to do is make Jalen Hurts throw the ball. So guess what they did? They stacked the box against Hurts in the Super Bowl, and Hurts killed them boys. It killed them to give that boy MVP of the Super Bowl. They are not going to admit they're wrong if it's up to them. But you couldn't give it to nobody else in the Super Bowl. Baker always been like that, bro. But you leave it to them. See, when you're a high quarterback draft, okay, man, take it easy, Josh. Giant is in a revenge spot. Revenge on who? Revenge on the Eagles? Revenge for what? Take it easy, Josh, man. Keep going, bro. What are they in a revenge spot for? Like, what did we do to the Giants, bro? Bro, listen, after that players meeting, we about to shellac the Giants, bro. I ain't hearing all that Giant talk, bro. See, look, who y'all play this week? Who y'all play, Malik? Listen, Sam Darnold almost got y'all boys, bro. Don't worry about the Eagles, bro. Sam Darnold almost got y'all boys, bro. Yeah. So look, don't worry about the Eagles. Worry about Mac Jones and them boys. All right? Mac Jones looking like the second coming of Drew Brees right now. Second coming of Joe Montana. You know what I'm saying? Worry about that bull. And then that boy, what's the receiver over there that not right now? He's Jerry Rice. All of a sudden, the boy had butterfingers, for the first 3 weeks. Now he catching everything. Tonjes at tight end. You know what I mean? Running back, worry about McCaffrey. You worry about the Giants, Malik. Think about McCaffrey coming over there. You know what I'm saying? You said Niners. You play the Niners this week, right? Mac Jones is the quarterback. He's the backup quarterback. Brock Purdy's out with turf toe or a toe injury. So if you play the Niners play, or the Niners are starting. See, bro, I know who you playing better than you do, Malik. You know what I'm saying? Mac Jones shredded the Rams defense, bro. So I hope your secondary is healthy. I know they got banged up last game. That boy Jackson Smith and Jigba, was blowing the doors off of your team over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? All the Tampa fans was telling me how fast their defense is. Jackson Smith and Jigba was having his way over there. The Ravens quarterback is Cooper Rush. The backup quarterback is Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush. Yeah. You got Mac Jones. So you play Mac Jones, Malik? You play Niners, right? If you play the Niners, Churchill sounds like you have grass where your toenail should be. That's funny. Viking woman. How you been, Viking woman? Long time no see. How you been? How's your family? Niners, yeah, okay. So listen, you play at home or you play away, Malik? That boy Malik thought because the Eagles lost their first game of the season, the guy thought I was gonna come here with a Tampa Bay Buccaneers apron on. Absolutely not, brother. I was with the Eagles when we won 4 games, bro, and I still was repping them. It's my team. But I understand, Malik, you're upset because we went down to sunny South Florida. I understand. We went down to sunny South Florida. It was hot. Y'all put us on the side of the field where the sun is in your eyes. There's no cover. I understand. We stayed hydrated and we gave it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I understand. So after giving it to the Buccaneers, y'all watching the schedule now. This guy's watching the schedule. He's watching the locker room. Bro, you got to worry about Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. Come on, bro. You beat yourselves. Okay. That pick in the end zone was not you beating yourself. That was Jihad Campbell being available while Baker Mayfield was escaping the pocket. I mean, it's team football. When you say you beat yourself, I mean, the record shows the Eagles beat you. Come on, man. This guy watching the Eagles locker room, I never thought a L could be so personal. He's watching the locker room. He's watching the reports. This guy's watching everything. Now, I want to ask him, did you watch when they dropped the banner in their first game this year? Did you watch the banner drop? Did you see that report? Did you see the ring with the wings on it? Did you see that? Let me know. Malik reporting on the Eagles now, y'all. He know more about the Eagles than he know about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think that is amazing. I think that's amazing. So, listen, Gilly, the kid, was real quiet last Sunday. Yeah, he came out and was talking about a couple of the bad calls down the stretch. But yeah, you got to understand, Malik. You know how many games we won in the last 20 games, bro? We won a lot of games. So losing is not something you're used to, but I realize that it's part of the game, bro. You can't win them all. I mean, as you know, you saw what happened when we came down to Tampa. You can't win them all. You just can't. It's not the structure of the game. But we needed that same way we lost to y'all last year. We needed a loss this year to make them understand that this is the National Football League. You cannot play with your food. If you have a team and you're up 14-3, if you're up 17-3 going into the fourth quarter, if you think the game is over, you're not coaching properly. Okay? A 14-point swing is not hard, bro. All you need is a pick six or a fumble and a turnover on downs, and you got 2 opportunities to get back into the game. That's all you need. When you're down, when you're up by 17, that's a 2-possession game with a whole quarter to play. All you need is two mistakes or two situations. You know what I'm saying? Are you from Philly? I'm actually not from Philly. I'm from Florida, Malik. But Philly, the Eagles is the only team that I like out of Florida. I'm not a Dolphin fan at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll root for them when I go to the game, But I'm a Eagle fan through and through, bro. Listen, I already told people the story how I became an Eagle fan. My dad can vouch, man. When I was young, I didn't even like watching football, bro. Dad was watching the Dolphins. Dad was always sad while watching the Dolphins. Dad was sad while watching the Dolphins. Son was watching. And I said, yo, this isn't healthy. Why would I watch this sport if I watch my dad always sad? So I didn't even like football. I said, oh, this is crazy. Right? Extra beer, extra sad watching a team. I'm like, this is bogus. I like to be happy. So I didn't even watch football for a long time. And then I started getting into it when I was about 15, 16 years old. And I watched the Eagles one time, right? They were totally outmatched by, and the commentators told it was a really, really good team they were playing. But when I watched them even when the game seemed like it was out of reach, I watched them keep going and I watched them relentless. It reminded me of myself, even when I felt or feel like I'm outnumbered, or even when I feel like I'm at the wrong odds. I got the wrong odds. The odds are stacked against me. I keep going. It reminded me of myself. I said, you know what? I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan. That was about 20 years ago. So yeah, it's fly Eagles fly, baby. And when I go to the games, if they're not playing the Eagles, I'll rock with the Dolphins. They're not playing the Eagles. But everything else is Florida, though. Miami Heat, all Florida. So that's the story, man. Blame my dad, man. He made me think that football was depressing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, Malik. So, yeah, but I'm glad you reported. Now I'm going to make sure I come to you for the support, man. The Eagles reporting, man. I didn't see you in the Discord. I added a little sports channel where we could talk about sports too, Malik, inside of the Discord. So we could rap sports, man. Yeah. Because I like talking about what I see on film. I watched the film of the games, Malik. So I saw the problems before getting the L. I saw it. It was unsustainable. I saw it. We won off talent, not off of sustaining drives, not off of getting off the field on third down. We made splash plays and won. So what happens when you don't make a splash play? You lose. That's not sustainable. So the L, the link is in the bio. So when you go, matter of fact, when you come out of this, you'll see the link up top where it says join Discord. You click that link, it'll ask you a couple questions, and I'll just approve you, bro. And go straight to the sports talk, baby. Let's get that area popping with the sports. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be consistent. Whether win, lose, or draw, I'm riding with my boys. Right now, they rethinking. They realize, hey, we made a mistake, man. We out here playing with these cats. Because we feel like we have them beat. This is one thing you have to realize when it comes to your opponent. Never let your opponent feel like they can win. When you let your opponent feel like they can win, you give them juice, you give them life. That is coaching, bro. Your opponent is not your friend, meaning during the game. Your opponent is trying to win the game. So you know what you have to do? You have to lock in and run it up on the opponent. Okay, if you're up by 20 with 4 minutes to go and you just go conservative and you start and you stop and you start running the ball, fine. That's okay. That's okay. But is what you cannot do is start taking your foot off the gas too early in the game and think you're gonna win. That's called lose, bro. You're playing. That's a loser mentality. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm up by 14. Like, you don't think a person can come back up in 14 points? Bro, if a person gets a pick six, they're back in the game. If a person gets a fumble recovery in the red zone on your side, they're back in the game. So you have to approach it where I'm up by 14 in the fourth quarter. I need to be up by 21. I need to be up by 28. Then I can take my foot off the gas. If you're not up by 28, your foot cannot come off the gas. You need to run the ball, run some clock, etc. Now I believe AJ Brown time up is in Philly, bro. He not happy. Yeah, they have a relationship situation, Malik, but you got to understand, AJ Brown's contract is borderline untradeable. The way the contract is set up is borderline untradeable. So everybody got beliefs, Malik. You know what I'm saying? They believe, you believe. Guess what? I believe I can fly, Malik. I believe I can fly. Ain't flown yet. We're going to see what happened, baby. Everybody said my coach's time was up last year. Everybody said AJ was not happy last year. Guess what? All of that speculation led to a bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. All of that speculation, Malik, led to a bowl, baby. So whatever happened, they grown men. That's called rich people problems. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happens. All I'm saying is it could be salvaged, bro. Anything could be salvaged, bro. And if you're not happy, he can give his money back. Give your money back. If you're not happy, give the contract money back and we'll trade you. You're not gonna do that. Was there a lot of injuries last year with the Eagles? Our starting linebacker, he tore his patella. We had to get somebody to come in for him. Our starting cornerback with teams, was there a lot of injuries last year? I don't know. I think there's more injuries this year, to be honest, Malik. I think there's more injuries this year because I don't remember people being out like they are right now. Like Joe Burrow's out, Brock Purdy's out, Lamar's out. I don't remember having all those quarterbacks out like this year. But we were healthy though, Malik, for the most part. We lost a couple guys, but we were healthy. But we lost Brandon Graham. We lost Nakobe Dean. So we lost a couple key guys, bro. But I tell you what, when it comes to the league, the best ability is availability, bro. If you're available, you can make something shake. If you're not available, it's the next man up mentality, bro. But yeah, Malik, I think it's worse this year, to be honest with you. I think more teams are hurt this year. CeeDee Lamb hurt. Malik Neighbors tore his ACL. Omarion Hampton, he's on IR. My defensive end, Nolan Smith is on IR. A lot of guys on IR, or dealing with something. Joe Burrow IR. It's a lot of people. Mike Evans IR. There's people all over the place. Antonio Gibson just tore his ACL. Najee Harris, Achilles. I mean, the list goes on. I think it's more this year, Malik, to be honest with you. But you already know how it's going to go. The team that's playing the best heading into January and the team that's the healthiest, they're going to have the best shot, bro. And that's real rap. You know what I mean? The team that's the healthiest and that's playing the best ball in January. I don't want to be playing my best ball right now, Malik. I don't want my team to be the happiest right now, Malik. I want my team to be playing the best ball and to be the happiest in January. All right, Malik? So with all your reporting, come back and talk to me in January. And if it's still happening, I'm going to say, you know what, Malik? You have a point. But until then, Hey, until then, we gonna keep rocking and rolling. But our wide receiver rookie is a monster. Yeah, yeah. I love that boy, Emeka Ibuka. I like him. I like him. He kind of reminds me of well, I can't say that. Did Ibuka came from Ohio State, right? I don't know why I think about Romeo Odunze when I think of Ibuka sometimes. I don't know why. I think of Rome Odunze sometimes when I think of Ibuka sometimes. I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's because it's two stud youngins. You know what I mean? Two stud youngins. Do you play fantasy, Malik? Do you play fantasy football? Are you a fantasy guy? I wish you would have told me to pick up that boy Ibuka, but maybe you didn't know about him yet. Yeah, that boy's an animal, bro. Yeah, I picked up that boy Rashad White last week. Did you pick him up, or was he not available? Because when Bucky went down, I'm like, this about to be Rashad White City. When there's no Bucky, Rashad White gonna get loose, man. He wasn't available, yeah, bro. Listen, on one of my leagues, I picked him up right off the waiver wire. I said, yeah, he gonna get off, and he did. Rashad White got off, man. So yeah, Malik, if you can, man, hit that link in the bio, bro. Hit the link in the bio. Let's chop it up with sports inside of the Discord, man. Let's make it fun, man. Let's make it fun. I appreciate you, Malik. I'm gonna run to this client session real quick. I gotta get this cat ready for basketball. We've been training, he's been getting better. So I'm gonna call his pops right now, make sure that we're meeting at the right time. And I'm gonna see you in Discord, bro. I appreciate you sticking around, Malik. It's always good talking to you, brother. Uh, don't no hard feelings, Malik. I know what the Eagles did to you is still resonating, but it don't gotta be like that, bro. It's all love, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everybody lose sometime, baby. But I appreciate you, Malik, man. You have an awesome day, man. Salute to you. And remember, no matter what y'all going through, man, look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself, let's go, let's grow.